Hi Scorpio, welcome to How Love Tarot. This is a How Do They Feel About You reading, which is a love reading for somebody that you have in your mind. If you are single and you don't have anybody on your mind, this is not your reading. If you are not interested in anybody and you're not thinking about anybody and how they feel about you, this is not your reading. Spirit, can you please tell me how Scorpio feels about their person? So what I'm going to do is validate that this is your reading through the romance angels and then tarot. How does, Scorpio feel about their person? How does Scorpio's person feel about them? Okay. All right, let's take a look, Scorpio, at how you feel about your person. Let's take a look at how you feel about your person. How does Scorpio feel about their person? How does Scorpio's person feel about them? How does Scorpio's person feel about them? Interesting. Okay, let's see. Wow. Okay, the way you feel about your person in the angel romance card is you deserve love. We've got Cupid here. You are lovable. You know, there's a lot of turmoil in this relationship for some reason. There's a lot of emotional energy. I feel like when the two of you get together, it can be quite an amazing experience, quite full of a lot of emotions, a lot of varied experiences, and a lot of depth in the relationship. However, there are points of the relationship where there's a clashing of personalities. There's a clash. It's almost like you two are very, very strong, and the both of you are very, very sensitive, and it feels like when you say something to them, it hurts them, and where you're just trying to point out like, hey, I don't like what you did over here, blah 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 blah. And the same thing with them, when they try and point something out to you, it seems like you don't receive it very well, and so they shut down. They actually don't say anything back to you, so they're hiding their feelings. Here in the Page of Swords, we've got you being very sharp-tongued with them, telling them the truth of how you feel. Here we've got here in the Page of Wands in the reverse, you're not putting any passionate energy towards them. There's a lack of direction in this relationship. And it's due to the conflict, it's due to the self-limitation of the growth of the relationship. And again, it's the spiritual path that's newly formed between the two of you, where it seems like there's lots of new energy, new ideas, a lot of curiosity, a thirst for knowledge about each other. But there's this clash between the two of you. And so here we have the Devil card. And so if one or two of you are facing addiction or have faced addiction in the past, we've got that type of thinking going on, right? So in addiction, what ends up happening is that even though you do work on yourself, what ends up happening is that there's a lot of thinking that is very black and white thinking. There's no gray area. You think in extremes many times. And so if somebody's falling outside of that realm, it can cause a lot of problems within communication. Now, the issue is that there's a lot of restriction within this relationship physically. So something is going on between the two of you where there's a physical detachment. Here in the, so normally it feels like, Scorpio, you would be able to connect with somebody on a physical level, but for some reason in this relationship, you can't. Here in how do you feel about them, we have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, right? So what we have is, you're focused on your financial independence, so are they. You're taking care of yourself. It looks like you're working from home. It looks like you're trying to turn your energy away from them and kind of focus on what is it that you need. But it does feel like you don't want to smother them. It does feel like when you know that they may have moved on, this person may have moved on, and it feels like you think that they're dating or with somebody else or talking to somebody else. And this makes you a little bit upset, right? So we have that energy over there. Here in how do they feel about you, we have separation in the reverse. So it looks like both of you were not talking to each other for a while, but then it looks like they reached out to you or there was some type of communication here. But there's been a lot of separation between the two of you. It shows in their energy. And, you know, and again, they're mirroring your energy, right? Where normally they would come together with somebody physically, it's showing a lot of restriction here where the both of you, it's a problem for them too, the physical intimacy. Here in the Emperor, how do they feel about you? We've got them, they respect you, that is for sure. They see you as a natural leader. They see you as very stable, very structured. You have your rules, you have your routines. You have a lot of power and authority in your life. You're very much, if you're a male or female energy, you have very masculine, feminine energy that could either be a father figure or a mother figure. You're very much a protector is how they see you. However, they see you as too controlling and too rigid, and it doesn't leave enough room. You know what it feels like, Scorpio, is that you're always telling them what to do. Do this, you know, like they may share a problem with you, like, hey, my car broke down, and they know what to do, right? They know to call AAA and get their car serviced, but then you run through, well, do this and call this person and then take your car over here and do that, you know. So you're a natural caretaker, but they can find that quite smothering because this person is as strong as you are, the Emperor. They're very strong-headed, they're very strong-minded, they're very intelligent, just like you are. Spirit, what's going to happen between these two? What can Scorpio expect from their person? Let's take a look. So we've got the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. We've got the Five of Wands in the upright position. We've got the Queen of Swords in the upright position, and we got the Chariot card in the upright position. Spirit, do you want to bring it forward? It looks like you're going to continue to have a friendship with this person. You're going to remain connected. It does look like both of you are kind of focused on money, and both of you are actually going to recover financially. So that's really, really positive. It does look like there's rivalry here. There's competition. I do feel like you're not the only person that they're looking at anymore. I do feel it's because of this conflict. It's like when you guys clash, you clash, and it's not easy for them, and it's not easy for you either. So I feel like this type of energy is going to continue if you guys continue to decide to have a romantic liaison together. Queen of Swords, man, both of you, Scorpio, both of you can say it like it is, but your words are too sharp for them, way too sharp for them. So I see here that you're going to have some clear boundaries. They're going to have very clear boundaries with you. If they come back together with you, which I do see there is a possibility here, they're going to let you know, listen, when you say this to me, it really hurts my feelings. And I know you don't mean to, but you can't say the kinds of things that you say. Now, there could be a culture clash here where, I remember I used to have this friend, Scorpio, and she was from Haiti, and we worked together, and every time in the morning I saw her and she said hello, it sounded like she was screaming at me. and all she was doing is saying hello. She was literally saying the word hello. And but she said it in an aggressive way, she said it in an angry way, but she always said it with a smile on her face. It used to confuse the hell out of me. But she, you know, I got to know her over time, and she was never angry at me, but it took me a long time because culturally our cultures are so different when we greet each other, right? I'm Indian. We say namaste, right? So namaste, you know, the peace within me or the God within me acknowledges the God within you. So, you know, communication is key here. You have a different style of communication, and it needs a lot of work if you're going to come back together, even in friendship. Here we have the Chariot card, so it does look like you're going to come back together quite quickly. This is going to happen quite quickly. And as far as romance, I don't pick up a heavy romantic tone in this relationship, but I do pick up something that's even more important than romance is respect. I pick up friendship, I pick up respect, I pick up mutual admiration for each other, and that is, and trust. You know, we do have harsh words here, but you do trust each other quite implicitly. So all those things make the foundation of a relationship. And so there is room here to expand later on into something quite great if you guys can work out this communication thing. Scorpio, for those of you that are interested in life coaching or a reading, please look at the description below. I am taking water signs to mentor for life coaching in regards to increasing your mediumship ability, your tarot, your psychic ability, if you're interested in all of that. For those of you that are just interested in life coaching and would like to work on a particular issue, I've been a clinical psychologist now for a very long time. I'm an international psychologist, both in the UK and the US. So feel free to check out that information and contact me if you're interested. You take care, Scorpio, and I will speak to you soon.